Hi everyone, it's Shell from Scrap Secrets and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to walk through the contents of the Hero Arts October Classic Kit, as well as create this wintry scene card with the dies from the kit. So in each one, there is a thank you card. This is this month's thank you card. They always come in these great reusable mesh bags. I usually put most of the contents of the kit back into it after I'm done using it. It always comes with an idea card, so the ones on the left are from the classic kit, the ones on the right are from the premium kit, and then you can pause here to read everything that comes in both of them. Everything's listed. For the classic one this month, there is a small stamp set, and I love that those circular stars are actually individual ones. There are 3 scene builder dies with 4 word dies with shadows. And then a bunch of cardstock. So that blue is nice and shiny. I believe the white is watercolor cardstock. There are sheets of black cardstock, which are really thick, and then blue and gray. The last thing that comes in the kit is this spray, and I don't think I would use it as a spray. I actually probably would more use it to drip on kind of like snow. So I pulled out the dies. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with it. I didn't know if I wanted to use all 3 of them, but I have this white glittery cardstock from Michaels, and I decided to take 3 panels that all measured 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches and run them through at different heights with the dies and create this scene here. So I love how it's a tone on tone, but we're going to be doing some ink blending to make that night sky stand out. I'm going to be using 3 colors of Distress ink. This is Prize Ribbon. I'm also going to use Villainous Potion and also Black Soot. Sorry for adjusting the camera. The cats kept jumping up onto the desk and moving it. I didn't realize that it had been tilted to the side. So I'm just going to go over the whole entire thing with some Prize Ribbon. And I don't know whether it is the blending brush that I have or it's the ink pad that's not really juicy. I'm not sure. It just didn't go on as well. You'll see Villainous Potion goes on really, really well. So I'm not sure if it is the brush or the ink pad that I'm having an issue with. I'm moving on to Villainous Potion, and then I will use Black Soot Distress Oxide to finish out the sky. While you're watching me blend, I thought I'd talk a little bit about the 2023 Countdown to Christmas series that I'm doing with Marie for Marie's Vermont Creations. Well, we are doing 25 days of projects. We post every Monday and Friday, and we just posted day 6, so this Friday will be day 7. We have different themes, techniques, different card ideas. Sometimes we use the same subject in the card. So there are so many ideas over there. I've done this for about 5 or 6 years now, and I asked her if she wanted to participate in every day this year. She participated in 1 day last year, and it's been a lot of fun. So I will leave the link to my intro video down below. I will leave the link to her channel down below. So make sure you check both of them out. If you're not subscribed to both of us, subscribe, comment, because there are giveaways that are going to happen throughout this entire series. So I hope that you guys will check it out because we're putting a lot of work into it and it's really, really a fun time. So now I'm just gluing the pieces into place. I put that background in with the tree piece. I just fit them back together, and then we're going to glue them together by using this piece to hold them. So I put glue on the back of it. It's Barely Arts glue, which is perfect because it has a very fine tip. So the glue isn't going to seep out anywhere because it kind of just puts a very, very fine line of it down. And the reason you want to do something like that is because the Distress inks and oxides will react with any water or moisture. So if the glue got on them and like kind of spread out from underneath the image, you would see that it would change the color of the Distress ink. So I'm going to go back in and glue some of the tree pieces down that I missed before. And when I was looking at it, I didn't love that the moon was the same color as the sky. So I'm actually going to pop that little circle back into place. That's the same metallic paper that I had used, or shiny paper I used before. So in this stamp set as well, there is a cluster of 3 snowflakes plus this one little one. So I'm using MFT's Sweet Tooth Pigment ink to go ahead and stamp all of these snowflakes out. So some of them I actually just stamped right over the tree so that because there wasn't enough space between the tree and where the sky was. So I did go ahead and do that. It did pick up a little bit of the Distress Oxide, and I will go over one of the trees with a white gel pen because it did pick it up and transfer some of that ink over onto the tree. I think it was over here. I think this is one of the ones that I did, and there was a little bit of Distress Oxide on it, but very easily fixable with a white gel pen. There's a lot of stuff that's very easily fixable with a white gel pen. Because I think this card doesn't have enough sparkle and shine, I'm going to go ahead and add some details in now. I'm using my Spectrum Noir Sparkle Pen in clear to go ahead and add more shine to the moon. And then I'm going to go onto the background and add little sparkle pieces. And the way that I do this is put down a dot and then lines radiating off the top, the bottom, and both of the sides on there. So kind of like a cross with a dot in the middle. And it just makes it look like little sparkles in the sky. I'm also going to go back and add a little bit of falling snow with the pen, so just a couple little dots. The pigment ink does take on a little bit of the color of the Distress Oxide, so the snowflakes have faded back a little bit, which is fine because that makes them look like they're a little bit further back into the scene, and then these sparkles are kind of ahead because they are brighter. So I'm just adding the dots in, and then I think there's not enough sparkle yet, so I'm going to go in with the Spectrum Noir Sparkle Pen again and use it on the background. Now with this, you have to be really careful because it has moisture, so it will pick up some of the Distress Oxide color, and maybe this is actually where I got it on the trees because you'll see in a minute I do go on the left-hand side and it is in between the trees, which is very, very skinny. So maybe that's probably where the Distress Oxide ended up on the pieces. So I'm just going over and adding a little bit more white gel pen and then taking that Barely Arts glue and gluing the card front down to a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch black note card. So that's the card for today. I wanted to thank you guys so much for commenting, subscribing, liking my videos. I love reading all of your comments, so I really, really appreciate you doing that. If you have, I read everything and I am trying to get back to everybody. Thank you guys for watching and commenting. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video. Bye!